About ready to get underway. The first match at 103 pounds. Terrance Paul out of Irvington, a senior, 28-0 in the season. First in District 10, first in Region 3, second in the state last year at 103. Versus Steve Herishen of Paul VI of Haddonfield. He's a senior, 30 wins, 3 losses. He was first in his district and region as well, and part of the state Parochial A championship team, the Paul VI Eagles. Should be a good matchup.
Mitch, unusual to see 2 seniors at this first weight class. Normally we have the underclassmen here at 103, and yet 2 that have been here for 4 years apiece. Paul shoots in on the single, catches that left leg, picks nicely, brings Herishen to the mat, takes the early 2-0 lead.
Once again, we are just underway in this first period. The New Jersey State High School Wrestling Championships on New Jersey Network.
Looking for tilt points very early here in the first period. Wasn't able to get them, but has nice control, still has his tilt in. Herishen out in front, 1 point, neutral.
It is Herishen with the 1. Paul up 2-1, 1:15 to go in the first period.
Paul right in again on that takedown.
And he takes a 4-1 lead. The referees for this one, they are Mark Sherman and Ron Grigoletto. 4 of them will rotate the officiating duties this afternoon. Sherman, Roy Fenimore, Grigoletto, and Gary Hosbach. And the out-of-bounds call, 45 seconds to go in this first period. Paul in front of Herishen, 4-1.
Herishen, the taller of the 2 wrestlers at this first weight class. Paul a little more muscular. Caution possibly on the bottom man, coming up a little too fast.
The career marks for both. Paul 89 and 19 in his career. Herishen 57, 9 wins, 2 ties.
Paul with that body lock again, looking for the tilt, hoping to pick up 2 more points here in the first period.
We're down to 30 seconds in this first period.
Tight waist, arm, looking to go underneath that arm. Would like to use that head lever to turn his opponent. Herishen pulls that left arm away. Stalling. Bottom man wakes him up, comes out for 1.
It is now 4-2, Paul in front of Herishen. And we are wrapping up this first period.
Paul almost using that speed to circle for 2 more, but can't get it.
We're at the end of 1 period. Terrance Paul of Irvington leads Steve Herishen of Paul VI of Haddonfield 4-2.
We are happy to have with us at this tournament, rival candidate.
By the way, took a little rundown of who's in the championships this year as far as schools are concerned. Jackson Memorial with 3 representatives in the finals. Phillipsburg with 2. And 1 each for the others.
It's so much harder now to get more than 1 in the finals. For one school to have 3 at this level is truly an amazing feat. Talking about feet, it's where Paul has his strength, able to get another 2 on the takedown. He's picked up 6 already on the feet.
6-2. Paul leads Herishen. 1:38 to go in this second period.
Herishen right out for the 1, but that's not the kind of exchange he needs. He can't keep giving up 2. Getting 1 back, he's going to find himself down double numbers by the time the bout is over.
All right, it's 6-3 right now.
Paul with a nice single again, switches to the double, up with control, chops the arm, has his 2.
And leads 8-3. And there's the 1 for escape, make it 8-4.
Paul feeling he does not have to ride on top with the command that he's established already on his feet. It's Herishen that has to make that try, has to be able to get Paul down on a takedown somewhere in here to make it a closer match.
One minute to go in this second period. Paul in front of Herishen, 8-4. the 103-pound final.
Great deal of action so far for half of this first bout. Paul staying on top of his opponent, controlling the head, controls that head. He's going to control that body. It's Herishen who tries to scoop behind. Headgear comes loose. Time to fix that. Coaches of Paul VI feeling the pressure in their corner. A different kind of pressure, but pressure nonetheless. Front headlock put on by Paul, just controlling the opponent now. Herishen having trouble getting underneath.
30 seconds to go in the second.
Herishen making a nice move, but outside of the circle.
And Paul, for the most part, continues to be on the attack, going for the legs.
Paul feeling the pressure a little bit now. I know that sounds odd. He's gone very hard. Moving a little bit more slowly now. Herishen beginning to have the movement. Warning on green on the feet. Paul taking that low shot. Herishen locking around the body. Paul picking nicely. Herishen keeping that body lock. Hoping to avoid the takedown with just a few seconds to go, and he will.
No points. We're at the end of 2 periods. Terrance Paul of Irvington leads Steve Herishen of Paul VI 8-4. Interesting to note, Herishen on his way to the finals, he dominated. A pin, a technical fall, and a pin. While Paul on the other side, decisions all the way.
Again, now it comes down to the final 2 minutes. Both young men have worked literally all of their career since they were conscious of the stakes here at Princeton to get where they are. Now it comes down to simply 120 seconds.
And for the most part, it has been Terrance Paul of Irvington up 8-4.
Herishen with the strength of a brother, having won a championship a year ago. Terrance Paul attempting to be the second state champion from Irvington, going way back into the early 60s for their first. Ralph Maneker. It's Paul that's hurting a little bit in this 2 minutes, but still with the lead.
Paul looks winded.
Herishen up nicely with the stand-up.
It is 8-5. 1:20 to go in this third period.
It has been the dominance on the feet that has allowed Paul to have this lead for the championship. He has to stay in there. Should he back in the finals, official Sherman will not hesitate to call him.
And a call for stalling from at least one corner.
Paul makes the shot. Takes that pressure off for backing. Stays in the center. Herishen has to work harder for the takedown if he's going to push any call from the official for stalling.
There's the whistle. And there's the call for the stall.
And it's a good call. This is the state championship. Both young men have to go after one another.
And Steve Herishen is within a shot of tying this one up. It is 8-6. Terrance Paul in front. We are down to 40 seconds to go in this third period.
Paul locking on that front headlock. Coach Mike Spadola dying in the corner over there. Terrance Paul's coach. It's Paul, though, that hooks that same leg the way they started it. Can he get the control on a mat? He doesn't have it yet. When he moves up onto that body and chops the arm, he will. Herishen fighting it off.
Still neutral.
Great shot by Paul. Super job by Herishen of not giving the 2 up.
15 seconds to go.
Stalemate to be called. Good call by the official.
And they'll start in the neutral position with 12 seconds to go in this third period. The call by the official Mark Sherman.
Terrance Paul's going to win his championship by hanging on to that leg right there. He did the final move. He got the final 2. He earned it right at the end.
And the state champion at 103 pounds, Terrance Paul of Irvington, a final score of 10-6. Congratulations to Terrance Paul of Irvington.
The person that's most responsible for my victory, I'll have to say, Terrance Paul. You did it, baby. You worked so hard. The hard work the dedication, and the sacrifice and finally paid off. And your dream is no longer a dream, it's now a reality. You did it, baby.